Hi guys, get right into this. 63 Ford 4000 restoration. That's my power steering pump from the salvage yard. It's my cracked front axle that I had to change out. There's another crack. Had a loader on it, so the whole front end was junk. That bolster had been broken welded several times by the looks. Salvage yard fuel tank. There's a bent front axle from a loader right there. That's what it does. So that red one's the one I added to it. That's out of a Ford 600. This tractor was rough, sat in pieces for 27 years, and was tore down to put a clutch in, never put back together. So a lot of pieces missing, bent, wrecked, swiped, whatever. So that's how this project came about. So here I'm getting the power steering pump on and new hoses to see if the power steering box is still good, usable. That power steering pump is super pricey used if you can find one. They're $700 anyway. Here's some early paint work. Some of these pictures are kind of mixed up here. In this video I put together out of stills. There's clear coat on the engine compartment. I do clear coat the engine compartment just because the motors get hot and greasy, and it's easier to keep them clean with clear on them. Seems to be easier to keep them shiny as well. So I end up doing a motor job on this tractor also. Get into that a little bit. Here's the copper exhaust pipe stack I made. The first one I made, this is ACR fittings, refrigeration fittings, and L copper. And then I braze that together. Here's the nose cone and the left side sheet metal. Rough. Everything was bent and smashed and rusty, and so everything had to be straightened, stripped down, primed, body filled, puttied, reprimed. Here's some rough pictures of the fenders. Really was in sad shape. Here's some sheet metal getting closer to being ready for primer. That's pretty good shape there. About ready for primer there. I use like a filling primer, ultra fill primer, so put 3 coats of that over your bodywork and glazing putty and sand it all out at the same time and reprime it, and you're in pretty good shape. Hit it with 220 or 320 after that, you're in good shape. I don't use sealer on tractors, and I just use single stage acrylic enamel, on the sheet metal, so that works good for me. Fenders are chunks missing, and here's some early motor diagnostics. I found out I had low compression in 2 cylinders after I got this thing running. This also did not run in all those years, so. There's rebar that I'm welding in to reshape the fenders and welding body metal, bending body metal around that after that, and spot welding that and grinding it down, body filling it. If you got holes, you might better weld steel over them like that there, because it'll come back through. So I got a lot of hours in these fenders. I probably should have bought new ones, but sometimes you got more time than money in the winter, This was pretty much a spring into summer project of 2021. Started this pretty much in spring of 21 and took it to the fair in August of 21. So the push was on to get this one done. Here's I started doing some pulling the pistons out and stuff like that, miking the crank and plastic gauging things. And I don't claim to be an engine builder or a body shop, I just do things the the way I want to get them done and get them back in service and looking nice. And that's Glazing Putty, not the one I prefer normally, but I use that over my primer to fill any scratches. A lot of handwork on these curves and fenders and stuff like that. A lot of body work here. Everything has to be straight or it's not going to look good when you put a shine on it. Here's the crank bearings, rod bearings going back together. The resurfaced head. That's a pricey carburetor right there, but I bought it from Steiner's. It's a cast iron carb. It's not an $80 carb like you see on made of aluminum or anything like that. So here's my makeshift paint booth. Not the first time I've done that. So wet down the floor, hang plastic, and do what you got to do, right? That's Mesa Gray from Amazon. It's pre-mix, ready to shoot, they call it. You just add the catalyst, so it's about 2 parts paint, 1 part thinner, roughly. Then you add your catalyst. Wear a good respirator, made for automotive paint. There's starting on the rims and tires, and I did not put new tires on this yet, but I'm gonna. And this is a working tractor, so I didn't work it in 21 much, but 22 here I put about 50 hours on the motor job, all PTO hours, so running either hay equipment or I got a 6-foot finish mower. I run a lot with it, so really like it for that. I never liked Fords. I thought they were kind of homely, but this one's been fun. It's real pretty. It gets a lot of attention at the shows and at the fairs, and actually this year and last it was the only Ford at our county fair with probably 50 or 60 antique tractors around, and the only Ford there, so surprising, but most of them are those old John Deeres and stuff, but and some internationals and Farmalls. But so rebuilt the whole Resto Ride seat suspension. Oh, here I am putting the hood back on, fitting it or whatever. Resto Ride seat was all seized up and freed all that up, put new bushings in. There's the new gauges. Here's the original taillight back in service. Here's a good shot of the 3-point hitch top link. Fenders look a little better there, right? Torsion springs for the Resto Ride seat right there. They were all seized up. They're about $140. New decals. Those new headlights were called Traco Light, and I really like those. I've used them before, so if anybody wants a good set of headlights, they're pretty nice. This seat, I probably got 20 hours in this seat rebuilding that. Just the seat pan itself, I probably got more time than that in the suspension, and just all takes time to make stuff look good, you know, and do it right. So that's had a whole new bottom welded in it and all body filled. And if you know anything about body work, inside corners and stuff, inside corners or no tools that fit in there, you know, it's all handwork and stuff. So here's the original Ford. There's those headlights right there. Traco light, nice lights. The original Ford grill letters. I clear coated them, shined them up, clear coated them. And the original hood ornament is on this, and seat cover from I bought online. I like that. It's nice. Got a pad on it too. A little hand painting going on here. I put a LED flasher on that slow moving vehicle sign. It's not in this picture, but and I put it on a timer and I just let it run like during tractor shows and stuff. and it goes off at night. I had to repaint the engine compartment because I painted the engine originally before I realized I had compression issues. It was running pretty good, but once I started using it, I realized I had 2 cylinders down. So that's pipe number 1. That's got a clear coat, high temperature clear coat on that. I wouldn't recommend that, it burns off, but there is a pipe number 2 here somewhere. Here's my 2 going to the fair. This is 2021 county fair. And this picture here I sent to Steiner calendar. Try to get it on the calendar. That's a trailer I bought to move 1 tractor at a time, you know, behind my half-ton truck, so it works good for that. There's the 6-foot Land Pride finish mower. That custom cup holder. Yeah, that's a rear discharge finish mower, Land Pride, and I love it. It's awesome. People buy them and don't ever use them, but I use it. That's pipe number 2. I got my other one tangled up in a tree limb. That's the color they turn after you put a little heat to them, so they look pretty nice. I like a nice platinum color, and everybody loves that pipe. It's got a little flapper on top. Yeah, you can get a lot of money in these quick, and new chains and binders, so I don't get all rust from handling dirty old chains. I've had my fill of that over the years, so I said no. There's the big Hemi. And last fair's over here, 2022, heading home. Right there. So, yeah, I just do these for fun, and if I can give anybody any ideas or whatever, I got a lot of those little shorts videos of pictures of both my tractors doing some work and whatever, trailering and stuff. So hope this helps anybody or inspires somebody to do one on their own. So thanks for watching. Bye.